Fuck yeah, Miss America. I never believed that the Miss America contestants wanted world peace. They want war, man. This is fucking Miss America, not Miss Switzerland. The fuck is this world peace bullshit? What fucking war? Warmonger. I mean, shit, half the contestants probably their dads work at Lockheed. That's how they got there. That's how you win the contest. Have a powerful dad that configures the vote for, just like in our every other election. Yeah. Fucking so yeah, this Kobe shit. Whew. It's rough, man. It's not something that's funny, but to me what was interesting is the intimidation. A lot of comics, attempting fucked up jokes, as we do sometimes. There was a lot of intimidation. Threats, direct fucking death threats to a lot of comics who did even like soft jokes, even addressing the topic. But the ones that did the harsher jokes got the harsher threats. But to me, it was interesting, because intimidation doesn't just affect, comics. Intimidation, there's like a psychological effect. It like bleeds out into the rest of the culture. Like, I'm interested in what the thinking is, what's happening in the minds of some of the other victims' family members who lost people in that crash. Because technically, and there's a bill in the California government now to try to make it the law, but it's not the law yet, but technically, they think it should be the law. Every helicopter that carries more than 4 people should have a terrain alert system. And so technically, some of those families could sue the estate of Kobe because he was negligent in the lives lost. Okay. But they won't. They see what happened to the comedians. They're like, don't fuck with this guy. Do not fuck with this guy. We are not suing that family. We'll all be killed. We will all be in that crash suddenly. See, intimidation, it's a fucked up thing. So yeah, that's why you should defend comics. For the families of the victims. I don't know. It is an interesting thing though. There's always this too soon shit is just fucking nonsense. I mean, I get why people like abide by it, the intimidation, but it's just not like, to me it doesn't make sense. To me, too soon of a joke is the same or very similar enough to when politicians, when political leaders say that something is, that when a tragedy happens, that it's too soon for you to criticize them. Like, somebody's like, hey, what about this? They're like, hey, too soon. I haven't finished exploiting this yet. Got a lot of money to make off of this fucking national tragedy. Maybe a few more wars. So that I can buy my daughter the crown of Miss America. Oh yeah, I also thought that Taylor Swift's new album was not as good as the old stuff. You see, it's funny because I look like Taylor Swift's biggest fan. Yeah, you're Catholic still. See, everybody, we can still listen to Michael Jackson and R. Kelly and the rest of them. As long as there are Catholics, we can watch fucking Roman Polanski movies without feeling anything. Woody Allen, all that shit. As long as there are Catholics. That is the... Alright. Fucking A. Question, I guess to you guys. Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself?
Yeah.
No. Was the... A couple people said yes. I say sorta. I mean, it really doesn't matter. This is like one of those arguments, distinction without a difference. Like, he didn't kill himself, even if he killed himself. Like, if I point a gun at your head and toss you a bed sheet soaked with cum and tell you to fucking tie it to the door handle there and hang yourself, you didn't kill yourself. I coerced you. It doesn't matter why it's soaked with cum. not concentrate on unimportant details. Point is, even if he was killed by someone, or if somebody came to him and said, you better kill yourself or else we'll kill everyone you care about, or even if he thought just, hey, I just am in a position to fuck over a lot of powerful people, I better kill myself so that they don't do the things I know they'll do to the people I care about. Even if that, even just the fucked circumstance, all the whole probability map is just all him being coerced to kill himself or being killed. So the whole thing to me is circumstantially equivalent.
All right. So somebody else was saying, talking about like, yeah, you were worried about, I got into the wrong comedian because he was a creep. Like, dude, all the people on this wall fucked 16-year-olds. All the comedians on this wall. Not only are they all dead, they all fucked 16-year-olds. Half of them beat their wives. And I'm pretty sure the ones that didn't committed suicide because a woman was about to accuse them of something.
Yeah. What the fuck? All right. Yeah. Comedians, hey. We're getting threatened for jokes again. Comedians, comics getting threatened for making jokes. Like, I'm used to it. I get that shit all the time. But, you know, people say you can't make fun of certain things. They say you can't make fun of the military. You can't make fun of cops. You can't make fun of religion. And now we're to the point where they're like, you can't make fun of sports? I'm like, what? Doesn't mean, I don't get it. Like, what do you get? Soon are we gonna, I'm not gonna be able to make a fucking food joke? Or Rachel Ray's gonna beat my ass? Fucking Jim Gaffigan's gonna get stoned to death out in the street with a bunch of frozen Hot Pockets? Just a bunch of fat bitches throwing them at him?
Whoa! Yeah.
Oh! No, it's fucking, I don't know, we're getting there. We can't make, I don't know, this whole, you can't make fun of shit is a strange thing. People still, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore, you know? I just want to make, like, I did some horrible jokes. I did some fucking horrible jokes about that shit. Only in this room, though. But in order to get, I eventually found a very good joke, but I had to dig through the horrible jokes to get to that. Like, I mean, horrible, like, I can't even, maybe I should repeat. I shouldn't repeat it. Too many people heard it already. As in, you know, the fear. Yeah, no, I'm afraid. It's so weird to me that, like, I'm not afraid to make jokes that shit on the U.S. military, but I'm afraid to make jokes about sports figures. Doesn't make sense. I thought for sure that I was gonna get killed by a Christian or a soldier, and now it's a fucking sports fan with the fucking those dudes who were out in the cold with shirtless, fucking the number painted on their titties.
Yeah.
That's who I'm afraid of. Why the fuck? I was sure that the LAPD was going to storm into one of my shows and gun me down. No, I'm... Whatever. So yeah, there's well, I do stand-up, I guess, and I'd say, as he insinuated before, I say fucked up shit on stage or whatever. I get in whatever. I get in shit for saying fucked up shit, doing this shit, and I get kicked off stage occasionally. It happened actually one of the shows I did in Arizona. Like 20 minutes in, the owner cut the fucking mic. He was like, "Get off stage."
Where was that?
Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah, but it happens because like there's always one or two complainers. There's always there is.
That's what Hitler said.
Exactly. There's always a couple people who can't stand whatever. It doesn't matter what side of shit too. I've seen it on all sides of shit, liberal, conservative, whatever. There's always a couple complainers who think they can speak for a whole room, who think the whole rest of the room is their children, and that they can fucking like, no, thou shalt not listen to any of this. I'm shutting it down. And so they complain. They complain to the owner, they complain to the business, which then feels economically threatened, like, oh shit, because they're like, I'm never gonna fucking come to this place again, because shit like this is on here. I'm gonna tell people not to come to this fucking bar or venue because of this shit that's on stage. Don't you ever have shit, that sort of stupid shit. And I hate that shit. I think that's some fucking authoritarian as hell fucking mindset. But I came up with a solution for it. Thank you. Sorry. I came up with a solution for it. I don't know if it'll work, but I think like because it's just a cultural phenomenon, and yeah, it's some fucking authoritarian monkey shit that we had from long back or whatever. But like the solution is very simple because there's always just one or two, whether it's 30-person crowd or 100-person crowd, whatever. There's always only a couple complainers. So what we need anti-complainers, or we need complainers of a different type. We need at least one or two people in every audience to go up, maybe 5 or 10, but whatever, some people to go up to the bar whenever they feel like there's contentious shit going on. Whenever they feel like, oh, this person on stage is saying, I don't have anything wrong with I don't have any problem with what they're saying, but some idiot might. So I'm gonna go to the bar, and they walk up to the bar and they go, listen up, man, owner, listen up, fucking manager, listen very closely. If you ever ban shit like this, I'm never coming here again. If you ever censor shit like this, I will tell everyone not to come to your fucking venue. Don't you ever. You see that horrible shit he's saying? You better allow it. Or you're going under, man. Yeah. So what's with these fucking Wounded Warrior charities, huh? Fuck that bullshit. Garbage, fucking nonsense. Don't get me wrong. I understand people are trying to help, but we're fucking idiots, and we're really trying to help. We're not helping shit. I mean, if a charity really wanted to help wounded veterans, well, that charity would be entirely based around preventing people from joining the military, like way in advance. Like, and they would tell them in their little brochures, they'd be like, oh look, you should totally do not join the military. Do not fucking join the military. The government's just going to screw you over, leave you wounded without enough resources, so that literally charities have to be made to give you even a basic level of care. That's how bad the government that you're going to fight for is going to fuck you. We're going to have charities, because a charity can never do the job. A charity could never fucking have sufficient resources to do. Only the government could actually afford that, but they're giving all their money to Raytheon for more missiles. You're not important. Raytheon is. Whatever. Fucking, I don't know, I don't wanna just, yeah, I do wanna just, continue to trash the empire. I don't know, have you guys seen the propaganda videos? Have you guys seen those propaganda videos? They don't consider them propaganda videos, but have you seen those ones where they show like the gymnasium floor, the shiny gymnasium floor at the elementary school, and there's all the kids around, and Soldier Dad comes running, and his daughter comes running, hey, Daddy's back. You seen that shit? It's fucking totally propaganda. It's like some North Korea shit that Americans fall for. And I just want to see, like, they don't call it a commercial or an ad, or they put it in the news itself, like it's coverage or whatever. But I just want to see, equal time kind of thing. Like I want to see a similar sort of scene, still with all the the shiny gymnasium, elementary school, with all the kids around or whatever. Except one of those airport baggage carts drives up and just dumps a body in the middle of the floor, and the girl still runs up, yay, Daddy's back! And everybody's like, why are you happy, girl? Your dad's dead. And she's like, yeah, because all the people he killed over there, he deserved it. You guys are comedians for the most part. Do you guys believe in freedom of expression?
Yeah. No.
Aha! No, there are many comedians who don't. I don't know. Like, you got like freedom of speech. You guys believe in? I mean, obviously you believe in the First Amendment or whatever. Now, what about recently? All the jokes that got comedians in trouble. Did you hear about the all the death threats comics got?
Yeah.
What did you make of that?
Real bad.
The joke or the threats?
The threat.
Joke was pretty bad too.
That's what I heard. I didn't hear anybody say what you just said.
What the threats are?
Yeah. Nobody. Not the news coverage of the threats, not the fucking other comedians. I heard comedians defending the threats, not the jokes. It's really weird, really weird. But yeah, people would be like, this horrible joke, horrible. How dare he write this joke? How dare he say this joke? No one was like, how dare you fucking threaten to kill him? It was really weird. But again, I'm not surprised. We live in a fucking ruthlessly authoritarian society that doesn't want things to be said, oftentimes. Anyway, nothing will ever change. Maybe. I don't know. So you really, like, you guys don't just believe in the First Amendment, but actually freedom of speech. You think comedians and writers and artists should be able to say anything?
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Even racial slurs.
If they have
Everybody goes, oh, I mean, anything? Yeah! You're racist. Well, I mean, not anything? Even, okay, yeah, we got one yet. Still, everybody else went no on that? Any fans of Mark Twain here?
Yeah.
He's famous for his use of white people's favorite racial slur. I believe you refer to it as the word that begins with N. You guys, you think he should have done that? There are people now that still want to censor the book. Over a century later, you're like gnashing your teeth. What?
it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what I do. You never seen me before? That's all I do. So I have 8 stand-up albums full of that.
But keep doing it. Yeah.
Wow, that's the only person that's ever said that to me. Literally, everyone says the opposite all the time. But no, you're familiar with. What do you think? Should that book be changed?
I don't give a shit about Mark Twain.
Okay.
2 edits. One with and one without. He's both people.
Oh, God. What a compromise.
It's actually not bad.
No, I understand. It's a very Ben Franklin, Solomon type solution or whatever. Split the fucking difference or whatever. I get the sentiment, but the problem is that people don't understand why artists use words. Like, Mark Twain is not a dumbass. Even over a century ago, he knew exactly what he was doing. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but that book is known as the most successful and the best American novel in all of the America's history or whatever. And part of what makes it that is because he so cleverly baited idiots to read it. The most bigoted idiots in the country. He got to read the most anti-racist book ever written. He tricked morons by using their favorite word 1,000 times. That was it. It's a simple trick. He used racism to defeat racism. Now, nobody really knows that. But it's one of those things where, the freedom allows for the destruction of bigotry. Even when you use the worst fucking shit. Shit, a lot of anti-Jewish material coming from the Jewish comics. Is that where anti-Semitism comes from? Christians overhearing Jews complain about themselves? No, that's not what it is. It came from Martin Luther and Henry Ford. We know history a little bit, right? And if you'd like to know who does control the banking system, it's Episcopalians. That's true. It's not the Rothschilds running shit, it's the Julia Childs. It's a fact. Let's see, wait, you brought up fucking Lent?
Yeah.
Is it Lent now?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
So wait, is Easter coming up?
Yeah.
When? I don't know.
It's March, so.
So I mean, Passover's coming up too, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, have you ever been to? I grew up like with many different friends and family members of all different faiths and shit like that. So I've been to many Passover Seders through the years, and I've been to a Passover Seder with an Egyptian. You understand why that's funny, right?
No!
I left my fucking ass off the whole fucking time. He was a friend of mine. But I was like, dude, and during the reading of Exodus, he left. I followed him outside though. I was like, dude, it's cool. Like, it wasn't like a formal dinner or anything. It was a bunch of college kids or whatever, but they were, doing the thing up or whatever. And we all just followed, but the whole thing is like, fuck the Egyptians, fucking Egyptians, goddamn Egyptians, the whole fucking stuff. It was fucking great. But yeah, we were all atheists. We're just kind of going through the fucking social whatever. But yeah, so human society, we'll get it together sometime. Probably never. I don't know, speaking of evil, atheists, I am one. But I'm not one of those dicks that goes around like, shitting on religious people. I am one of those. I'm totally one. But I'm not like in conversation, like unless it's brought up, right? Like I was hanging out with a group of people recently that I didn't really know well or whatever, but like a couple people knew me, a couple people didn't or whatever, and apparently there was a fundamentalist religious person there. I didn't know at the time until one of the other people, when the subject came up, one of the other people goes, "Oh yeah, he's an atheist," pointed at me, and so this person goes, "Oh, you're an atheist, huh?" Like, I didn't bring it up. Like, you're an atheist, huh? Well, you know what? There's no atheists in foxholes. There's no atheists in foxholes, man. When the shit goes down, you'll believe. If you had a gun to your head, you believe. I was like, if I have a gun to my head, I'll suck a dick. Doesn't mean I'm gay. It does not mean I'm gay. And somebody's like, motherfucker, say you're gay. Say, I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm good. Definitely. I'm totally good. So.
Good joke.